Hey, what's going on, guys? Garden Shed here, and welcome! So, you joined me on the bike for the first ride this year, and oh god, I've only done a couple of miles, and it's just so nice to be back. I really struggle with winter and not riding a bike. A few years ago, I had really bad depression after. Long story, but the short of it is my mum died. And I had quite bad depression, and the doctors were going to put me on pills and stuff like that. I was like, no, I'm doing this without pills, I'm going to kick it. And a large part of me dealing with that is motorbikes. It was about the same time that I thought, you know what, I need to get out. So basically what happened was, I was sort of turning into a bit of a recluse. I was just getting down in my own misery. I didn't want to be around people. And I shut myself in my bedroom playing video games for hours and hours on end. And life didn't seem to be getting very much better. So I thought, right, enough's enough. I need to do something about this. And I got to the stage where I was just chatting with Dad. And I just broke down in tears in the kitchen over something completely natural. He was like, you need to go see someone. So I did, and I tried counselling and stuff like that, and it didn't really work for me, and it was just getting worse and worse. So I was told to do this thing called I can't remember. It's basically like a positive way of thinking. If I remember it, I'll stick it on the screen. And I was asked to do, try and do that. It was basically set short-term goals, long-term goals, and aim for them, and constantly move forward. But the problem is, when you're down in the dumps and you're really, really depressed, then summing up the effort to actually go out and being able to achieve those goals is something that's not going to happen. It's called wellness or something like that. And it didn't really work for me. And then one day, I was sat being miserable. I was playing a computer game called Ride. In fact, some of you may know it because you might play computer games in the winter when you can't ride a bike, and it's a bike racing game. I thought I'd love to get a motorbike. I was like, fuck it, sorry, but that's what I said. I'm gonna go and do it. And I rang up, went on Google and looked at, places to use CBTs, and I booked my CBT for the next weekend. I thought the longer I put it off, the more I dawdle about it, the less likely I am to do it. So I booked my CBT, and then from then on I was absolutely hooked on bikes, and I still am. So, and that for me was a way of getting out of my safety zone, of meeting new people, trying new places, and really just a way of getting me out of the house. And motovlogging linked into that, because motovlogging, when I liked making sort of gaming videos and stuff like that, but I could document my travels and things like that. And I do occasionally go back to now my earlier videos and think, oh, wasn't that trip in Wales good, or my first ride, or whatever. So I do look at my old videos, not trying to big myself up or whatever, and just for my own recollection. But also, motovlogging was a great way to going out and meeting people, and I'm terrible at meeting people. Really, really bad at it. I just don't like doing it. I'm quite awkward around people. I'm better with older people than I am with people my own age. And it was just a way to, sort of point a topic and way to get interested in them and stuff like that. And I've absolutely loved it, and that's why I wouldn't give it up for the world. The problem is, during winter when I don't ride, I find myself slipping back into my old ways and sort of getting very downhearted, and just getting in a mood of I can't be bothered, and I don't want that. But I find myself slipping into it when I don't ride for a month or so, even sort of 3 or 4 weeks. So it's nice to be out on the bike again. When I'm in that, as well as not being able to do, sort of wanting to do things, I find that I start second guessing myself quite a lot of things. I question my V-Strom. Now I'm on it, I've done 2 miles, I absolutely bloody love it. But it's just little things like that, am I any good at my job? And I just really start second guessing every decision that I've made. And it's really not a nice place to be. But yeah, I was second guessing about buying this because last winter I found myself going out and looking at my Kawasaki thinking, isn't it gorgeous and stuff like that. I don't really do that with Dennis, my V-Strom. I don't know, it's probably because it's not the prettiest, most attractive bike. It's an eye catcher, but let's face it, it's bright yellow, so it's bound to attract an eye. But not in the sense of, oh wow, that's a beautiful bike. And if I go near a Z900, I'm instantly drawn to it. I'm like moths to a light bulb. So for winter with me, I keep having to try and move forward and sort of, I get very enthusiastic about things very quickly because I have to look forward, I can't look back. You know, I have to look forward at, you know, what trips am I going to do? What am I going to be doing next year and stuff like that. Cause otherwise I go stale. And I think the big one for me was the fact that I got really excited, as I said in the New Year's video, about riding a motorbike to Singapore, and I'd started doing all research into different countries and things like that. I was really getting into it, and then I sort of started working out the budget, and it turned out to be unachievable, and that was a little bit of a sort of down blip for me. But as lots of people have said, I've got lots of time in life where I can do this trip. We have got quite a lot to look forward to, as I said. There's hopefully we're trying to work it out, a trip to either the Pyrenees or Ireland. Just depends on where I am with house buying. I'm going to start looking about March time. That gives me time to get all my ducks in one basket, or no wait, ducks in a row, eggs in a basket, isn't it? Not ducks in a basket. And just get everything sorted out, because then, you know, I can make a good decision on that. And I want to try and, I'm not going to go and buy the, you know, the first thing in my price range. I'm going to buy something. I want something with a garage, so I can hopefully build up a bit of a motorbike collection when I can in a financial position to do so. But I'd rather have a garage than a garden. So we've got hopefully a trip away, depending on whether I bought a house and whether I can afford it after that. Probably not. I've got a ride that I'm going to already up in the Yorkshire Moors to Scarborough, which I've never been to before, so that'll be nice. So that is currently a plan. My girlfriend very kindly for Christmas got me 3 days tickets to the MotoGP, the British MotoGP. So all 3 days, so practice, qualifying and race day, which is pretty epic of her. And then we've got I've got tickets to the road racing in Wales, so definitely a trip to Wales. That's in August, so I think I'll go there for the racing, but I won't do much exploring because the roads are going to be heaving. It was bad enough trying to find a hotel. I think I'm about 15-20 miles away from where the races are, so one of those things. And I think the hotel's going to be pretty iffy, but I'm looking forward to it. Never seen road racing, so that's got to be done. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this quick video. Thank you ever so much for watching, and take care.